Shows that it's live for me.
All right, hi everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight for another edition of In the Ring with King's Promotions. I'm Andrew Foy, here with my partner Marshall Kauffman. We got a great show. Our two guests introduced first from Philadelphia, one of the most exciting fighters in Philadelphia, Brandon B. Rob Robinson, and then from Maryland, the true road warrior, another one of our King's Promotion fighters and a rising prospect in the super middleweight division, Genc, the sexy Albanian Pllana. I laugh when I say that, but it's great to have you guys both on tonight. Obviously, had we not been shut down by this virus, you guys were scheduled to fight
tomorrow.
This weekend, yeah, coming up tomorrow.
Wow.
WBA, NABA super middleweight title, big fight. The winner will get into the world rankings. So obviously we're looking forward to putting this back on when we get back to business. What do you got, Marshall?
Yeah, no, hey, I'm glad both of you guys joined us. You know, it would have been tomorrow. I didn't even think about that, B-Rob. Tomorrow was the day that everything was going down, you know?
Yeah, today would have been weigh-ins. Weighed in today.
Yeah, it'd be the weigh-ins right now.
Yep.
Speaking of the weigh-ins, let me ask you something. What's your weight at right now?
For me?
Yeah.
I'm good.
But where you at? About 180?
Yeah.
Okay, where you at, Genc?
178.
Oh, so both of you are right around. Yeah, we can make that fight at 178, 180. Yeah, see?
Hey,
right
now, I'm a super middleweight.
Right now, we'd have a fight going on. We're good, you know? But, no, look, I'm excited. I'm glad you guys were able to join us. And, I think it's going to be a great show. And, make sure you share it on Facebook. And make sure people are watching, man. It's going to be a great show. Andrew, what else you got to say?
No, I'm excited. We got a big trivia contest tonight between these two guys. Our winners so far have been Fox in his dominating performance over Alicia Baumgartner a couple weeks ago, and then we had Calvin Henderson in a close one last week over Carlos Vidal. So tonight we got another showdown. Winner will advance to the next round. They get $100 and a chance at a big prize in a few weeks' time. So hope you all tune in for that. You know, the first thing I wanted to ask both you guys, I guess I'll direct the first question here to Genc. I was going through your box rec today. You fought 7 times in 2019 and once at the start of this year. You ended up going 6-1-1 against guys with, I think, their combined record was like 80-20. And you know you fought some tough fighters during that time. How much do you feel like you've grown as a fighter over the last year?
I feel like I've grown a lot, especially with the experience with the hot sauce fight and fighting Jamal Davis. That did a lot for my confidence too, because he had a lot of experience.
What was it like fighting on Showtime in your last fight?
It was nice. I was happy to fight somebody that was considered the next big thing at super middleweight. So,
Hey, Andrew, before we go any further, I'm getting more of an echo only when you talk. When Genc talks and Brandon talks, I don't get that. It's only when you're talking. I'm not sure why.
Because I just heard it when you're talking.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't know. I didn't hear it when they talked. Who knows? But anyway, hopefully everybody else doesn't hear it.
This the face-off I posted on Instagram.
Oh, you posted something on Instagram?
No, I'm live now. Say what's that? I'm live on Instagram with Marshall Kauffman and Andrew Foy and my man I'm fighting.
So, Brandon, how do you feel about your career? How do you feel where where you're at right now?
I feel good. You know, I feel good. I don't feel like I'm done. There's still a lot to accomplish. You know what I'm saying? I got goals I still need to make. And I'm willing to, you know, walk through whatever I got to walk through to get there.
So how do you feel about, say the fight would have taken place tomorrow night? How was your preparation? How was everything going to go, in your opinion, for tomorrow night?
Oh, good. Good. We finally get to see, you know, he mentioned Jamal Davis. Jamal took him on 2 weeks' notice. Nobody really got to see Pllana. Nobody really got to see who he was. Now we get to see who he is. Like, we saw 3 fights in him now. We saw 3 fights. Now we see who he is. It's like, okay, now we can game plan for that. He was being sneaky. You know, them first 10 fights is where you can be sneaky.
He was sneaking his way into boxing.
Yeah. The first 10 fights is where you can be sneaky, because he fought 7 fights in a year. How many fights I fought in a year? How many fights I fought in a year?
Yeah, 4.
What? No, I'm talking about when I first came, before I got with you.
You mean when we first went on? What, like 6?
No, I fought like 8 or 9.
Was it that many? Yeah, see, I don't remember.
That's how, but listen though, that's how you become sneaky. So
right.
That's how you sneak in, that's how you get your name. I applaud him for that. That's good. But now,
that's good.
But now you gotta level up your game. People know you now. You gotta change some things. You gotta level up your game. You gotta add layers to your game.
That's a great way of looking at it, for real.
Now you're around the other lions. Now you're in the pit with other lions, and we're gonna find out what kind of lion he is.
So speaking of that, I'm sure you watched this fight on Showbox. What did you think of his performance?
He won. He won. You can't grade a win. He won.
How did you feel when he told Showtime commentators that when they asked him about Roy Jones being in the other corner, and he said if he didn't think much of Roy Jones, and he felt like he would beat Roy Jones in his prime.
He said that?
Oh yeah, you didn't hear that? Right, Vince? Isn't that how you put it, Vince?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. You know the confidence level, you gotta have that in this sport, man. You know.
No, you're right.
It's easy to say something when you know can't nothing happen to you. I mean, when you know somebody can't do something to you, it's easy to say something and say what you do and say how you would do it.
We're starting off very good. I love it. I love the way you put it, B-Rob. I love it. And we gotta look at a little bit more out against, because I know he's confident, and all I do is see him smiling over there. I think it's that hair gel he used to keep everything tight right now. You know. So listen, we got some questions for you guys.
Benny, what's up, Benny?
You know, every time we have the boxers on, we always have trivia questions. And what I did, because I know for a fact that you guys haven't been around the game of boxing for a long time, so I try to make them as easy as possible and gear them towards Philadelphia for B-Rob, the DMV area for Genc. So we're going to ask these questions. Andrew, you said you want me to ask the first question?
I can do it. I think it's coming from your mic.
Hey, Genc, are you hearing that when I talk?
I hear both of you perfectly.
Yeah, see, so it's only you and I for some reason.
All right.
I don't hear it from B-Rob either, so it's strange. You know, as long as the other people don't hear it, we're okay.
Yeah.
So,
all right,
Andrew's going to start with the questions, and I'll let him take off.
All right, so I'm going to ask the first question to Brandon, and it's a 2-part question. So if you get the fighter right, it's a point. If you get the fighter's nickname, it's 2 points. All right?
Correct. So you can get 2 points for each question, or you can get 1 point for each question. So it's up to you if you can answer both. You can answer their name and their nickname right. You get 2 points. All right. So let's roll with it, fellas.
All right, so Brandon, this first one is for you. And Brandon, all your fighters are either from Philly or trained in Philly, okay?
Okay.
All right, so this first boxer was from Camden, but trained in Philly at Joe Frazier's gym. He fought Evander Holyfield and Matthew Saad Muhammad.
Don't be looking at that phone and cheating now.
Now I'm on live. From from Camden. Damn, not the name not even coming to me.
This might be your hardest question. All right,
Wait,
so
he had a nickname?
Yeah, that's probably gonna be your hardest question.
Shit. No, give me a hint. You don't get no hint.
Got 5 seconds.
All right, give me a hint.
he fought Holyfield and Cali as a cruiserweight.
He fought Holyfield as a cruiserweight? I don't know.
All right, so no points for this question. It's Dwight Cali. His nickname was the Camden Buzzsaw.
Oh shit.
You remember Dwight Qualley?
I remember the Buzzsaw. You should have gave me a hint. As like you just said like a Tool, a Home Depot, a Lowe's, I'd have got it.
You said Home Depot, huh?
Yeah, you said Home Depot, I'd have got it. Yo, land.
For both of you guys, if you want to watch a great fight after this, YouTube Evander Holyfield and Dwight Cali. It was a war, man. Classic fight.
My favorite fighter really good.
Actually, that fight took place in Atlanta, Georgia.
That's where Real Deal from.
Yeah, it was a great fight. I loved it.
All right, gents. So this next question is for you, okay?
Yep.
Remember, your boxers are from Maryland or the Delmarva Valley.
All right.
All right. So this boxer fought Bernard Hopkins, and Hopkins made a bet that he would knock him out, and if he was unsuccessful, he'd have to pay him $50,000.
Now remember, guys, all these fighters are from your area.
Did he fight him for a title?
Can't tell you that.
Oh man.
This is a question.
Answering the question.
This is a question for Genc.
But I'm saying, can you still? But what if I could I steal points?
No.
What if? Oh man.
I know a fighter that he betted to knock out, but he's not from the area, Trinidad. But I don't know.
All right. This
All right,
fighter, we're gonna give you the answer. Man, I didn't realize I made these questions so hard.
Yeah, you did.
So it's William Joppy, and it's a trick question. He didn't even have a nickname. So Marshall's putting trick questions on there.
Oh, okay.
Well, Marshall real tricky.
All right, Marshall, you want to do the second? The second one is easy. This is to Brandon.
Go ahead, Andrew.
All right. This boxer became the oldest to ever win a world championship.
Who, Hot?
Who?
That's right. What's his nickname?
Be Hot?
No, that's not his nickname.
The Executioner?
There you go. There you go.
What?
All right, you got 2 points.
All right.
All right, gents, this next one's for you. So this boxer was a 3-time champion at junior bantamweight and bantamweight, and was considered among the top pound-for-pound lists in the late 90s. He later lost to Rafael Marquez.
Vincent Pettaway? I don't know.
That's a good. That was a good try. No, Mark Too Sharp Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Remember, everybody's from your area. So that was a good try, though.
All right. Next one to Brandon.
B-Rob, you're up.
What's up?
All right. This boxer started his career 2-2-1, and later went on to win the IBF World Championship. Got a draw with King's Promotion fighter Frank D'Alba.
So if I get the nickname and the name, I get 2 points.
Correct.
Right.
All right, so you're talking
You
about
get 1 point.
huh?
If you only get the name or the nickname, you get 1 point.
So you're talking about the American Idol.
Okay. That's 1 point.
Tevin Farmer.
There you go. There's 2 points. There you go.
All right.
Okay.
All right. You got 4 points. That means, gents, you gotta get your next 2.
Gents, you gotta come back. You gotta double up that jab, man.
I need
Okay.
that thing. Hey, Floyd, we gonna get $100?
Yeah.
That's dog food. Look, that's dog food.
With a dog like that, yeah, of course.
That's dog food. Damn.
All right, gents. Gents' questions are harder, man, because these boxers aren't as prominent as the ones from Philly.
Come on, yeah, come on.
All right.
It's only harder if you're from the Philly area.
The fight will be easier.
Oh, there you go. That was a good one.
Ah. Oh my God.
All right, gents. So this boxer won the WBA World Championship at 140 pounds, and his last professional fight was against Paul Williams at 147.
I'm gonna give you a hint. He wore some real fancy outfits.
Oh, Chop Chop? Corey? No. I don't know. I don't know. Man.
I seen Chop Chop Corley when I was in camp in Florida. I seen Chop Chop over there when I was in camp in Florida. Cool as shit. He knew I was from Philly because of my beard, he said.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The answer was Sharba Mitchell, and his nickname was Little Big Man.
You
Man.
know who Sean Bay Mitchell is, right?
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah.
Floyd fought him.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Brandon, you got the win, but you can go on this last one. I throw in an extra $15 if you get this right. To add to the drama.
Oh my God. All right, go ahead.
All right, this boxer won the IBF Super Middleweight Championship against Gary Ballard, and later in his career, he lost to Joe Calzaghe.
And this is a super middleweight.
A super middleweight. And he lost to Joe Calzaghe.
I know this one.
You know it?
Yeah.
This might be your chance. There you go.
No, we can't steal. We can't steal. He lost to who?
You can't
What's up, man?
look at him box wrecking Joe Calzaghe over there.
Yo, I don't know. I already won. I don't know.
Hey, gents, who was it?
Was it Jeff Lacey?
No, we said Philly or DMV fighters.
Who was it?
Brewer.
Charles Brewer. Oh man.
Charles Brewer. And
What gym he trained out of Philly? What gym he trained out of in Philadelphia?
He trained out of what's my man's
Joe
name?
Frazier's gym?
No, it was
Was it Schuler's?
he trained with Boogaloo Watts. But Augie's gym. Augie don't have a gym anymore, but he trained out of Augie's gym. Can you tell me what the nickname is for Charles Brewer?
No, I don't know.
The Hatchet.
The Hatchet. All right.
All right. So
you need my cash app.
you got to give it to Marshall.
I got it.
So you need my cash app. All right.
So gents, since you can't win, and I gave him a chance to get 15 on the last one, you get 15.
Okay.
With this. All right. So this boxer at age 16 won the U.S. championship in the Golden Gloves, and that was in 2005. He later went on to win the WBC featherweight championship, and he is still the WBC featherweight champion.
And he's from the DMV?
Yes.
Wow.
Featherweight.
What's featherweight?
26.
126.
126. Oh, is this Shakur Stevenson?
Nope.
No.
Not from DMV. Gary Russell Jr.
Oh,
He's from New Jersey.
My whole goal with this was to make sure you guys are educated on your hometown fighters, your area.
why didn't you ask me about my coach?
I only been watching Pllana. I only been watching Pllana. That's the only fights I've been watching. And somebody took the hot sauce fight down.
Okay, Pllana, I got one for you.
Ask me a question about Simon Brown.
Question about Simon Brown. Okay. Simon Brown fought in Reading, Pennsylvania, my hometown.
Oh, wow.
Fight.
Wow.
See, there you go. See,
The stuff he asked for, he not ready.
I gave it to you.
And the stuff he asked for, he not ready. And then he asked for B Rob. So what that tell you? What that tell you?
Oh, you guys are crazy, man.
Not ready.
All right. So
Come on, Brandon.
Because we already got the trash talk going here, let me ask you guys. I'm going to ask Brandon first and then Gents. Brandon, how do you see the fight going with Gents?
I think it's going to be a rough fight. You know what I'm saying? I think he's going to come, but I think we're going to find out how much he likes to fight. You know what I'm saying? We're going to see how we hear about him. We hear about him saying how he fights. We hear how the guys down in that area. Because I was in Japan with guys from that area. You know what I'm saying? And they tell me how he likes to try to fight after the sparring sessions.
Oh,
we know
word's getting out.
We know these things. You know what I mean? How he likes to fight after the sparring sessions, and he's in gyms that is like where kids and all that shit at. So now we're gonna find out about all that gangster shit when you come and get a real gangster Philly fight. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see what's up with it. That's how I think the fight gonna go. We're gonna see who Pllana really is, because like I told you, he been sneaking up on everybody. He been sneaking up on people. Now we got more of a chance to see who he is, see his tendencies, see his habits, see what he does good, see what he does bad. We got a good view of things. Now we gonna put it to the test. Now he's getting put to the test.
Oh, okay.
All
Are you
right,
ready? Are you ready for that test, Genc?
I've been put to the test since my second fight. I fought Jason Bell. He was undefeated. Apparently, it was his hometown. He was supposed to blow me away. That was easy work. And then Calvin Hot Sauce, that was easy work. And Calvin put a good beating on my gangster.
Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Let me ask you something. This fight that was supposed to take place tomorrow, was for a title, a regional title, which would have put you in the top 15 in the world. How did that make you feel being able to fight for the NABA, WBA title fight, Brandon?
I felt like it wasn't nothing that I'm not used to. This is my third title fight. This is my third one. I know what it takes. This is my third one. I know what it takes.
Okay. And how did you feel about that, Genc?
I felt great. I was ready to go.
You know, because when you fight for a title, not only does there's more on the line and there's more at stake, but there's also, after the fight, now you have to step up your game even a little bit more. And because it puts you in the top 15 in the world, which would have meant you would have had to fight much tougher opposition. Were you ready for that next step? And I'll start with you, Genc.
I'm ready for Tyson Fury if he wants to fight. Swear to God.
Brandon, were you ready for that next step?
Yeah, I've been since we heard about this fight, since for like my last two fights, we've been adding layers to my game. You know what I'm saying? Adding layers to my game. I've been getting polished. I've been doing different things. It's just, you know, adding layers to my game, and I feel as though yeah, like you said, like I know what comes with these belts. I know what comes with this kind of fight.
I know you've added a new piece to your team. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Brandon?
I added Rasheem Jefferson, and you know he's like Rasheem is like not saying that he can't build fighters from the ground up, but you know he's like if you got a car, right, and you want to add stuff to the engine, you want to add the pipes, you want to add the rims, you want to add the system, you want to give it a paint job. That's who you go to. You go to Rail, you go get polished. And the way shit going now is like shit is being freaky. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm adding different layers to my game. I'm not just I could do it all. I could do everything well. You know what I'm saying? With adding Rail to my game, I could do everything well. And remember, for me to only have 3 amateur fights, just 3, to be a 17-fight pro, 15-2 with 10 knockouts, is something different going on with me.
Okay.
I'm not just your average man walking down the street.
Right. Genc, how many amateur fights did you have?
I think 26.
Okay, so not that much, but you had more than Brandon.
Yeah.
Marshall. Everyone had more amateur fights than me. All 17 had more amateur fights than me.
Okay, Julian Lerlo never had as many amateur fights as you.
Who?
Julian Lerlo.
Who's
right
that?
in Pennsylvania. He was originally from Harrisburg. He never had an amateur fight. Went on to fight Vasily Jirov on HBO.
That's decent.
Yeah, for real. Hey, Genc, I know you watched some video of Brandon. I'm sure you watched video of Brandon, Calvin Henderson. You might watch him against some other guys. What have you seen from Brandon that you think you can take advantage of and capitalize on?
I'd rather just show that in the fight, but I think Brandon's a pretty good fighter.
That's good. That's respectful, you know. But you feel that that's something you can definitely take advantage of and capitalize. You feel like it's going to be easy work for you.
Do I feel that way?
Yeah, you feel like it'll be easy work for you.
We'll see.
Okay, all right. You know, coming off that win on Showbox, that was a nice win for you. I mean, you took it on. I think it was a 2-week notice, wasn't it?
Yep, 2 weeks. Yep.
Right, and you went in there and did your thing. fought 10 rounds. First time ever being 10 rounds. And you went into a guy's hometown and beat him. What was that experience like?
It felt good. It felt good.
I mean, I remember you feeling extremely excited afterwards because, like, you went 10 rounds and you felt good about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was really happy, and I actually felt like I had more energy because I was just getting my second win.
Right, right. How do you think the experience with Kevin Newman will help you going into the fight with Brandon Robinson?
That's why I was so excited for the fight, because I've added a lot more just through the experience to what I can do. So,
Right, right. And B-Rob, you just recently fought. Not too long, maybe about 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
For a tough Mexican kid, strong.
Yeah, like 60 fights or some shit like that, right?
He hardly ever gets stopped.
Yeah.
I've been stopped like 2 or 3 times prior to that.
Yeah.
But against guys who are world-class fighters.
Right.
You demolished him in 2 rounds.
Right.
How was that experience?
It was good. It was good knowing that, he never been stopped. Out of 60 something fights, he never been stopped, and knowing that, he's only been stopped by, world class fighters. It felt good to know that I'm on that list of guys that stopped him along with those world class fighters.
Did you get to see that fight at all, Genc?
oh yeah, I watched it.
Okay, all right. And what did you think about it?
I thought after he dropped Brandon, I think he got reckless, and then Brandon obviously got some power and then finished him.
Right, right. No, I thought it was exciting, a little nerve wracking too. You know what I mean? Because like, whoa, what the heck?
Yep.
If one thing you got to take away from it, from a fan's perspective, is that one thing you got to give Brandon is that when he gets dropped, he does get back up, and it makes it exciting, and people love to see that, and so he did the same thing with Henderson. He got back up and they almost had Henderson out there as well, and then he did the same thing with Obando. So look, personally, I was looking forward to this fight with you two. It was going to be a great fight, and it's always a great fight when you have the DMV area against Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So it's always great. I got a message here from Troy Fox. Both of you guys know Troy Fox.
Yeah.
Troy says he's a Brandon Robinson fan, and he says, of course, he's a Genc fan as well. He said every time Genc shows up at the gym, he comes to Rumble. He says, and he loves that about you. So just let me know these are some of the comments you guys are saying. You know what I mean? He says he was actually looking forward to the fight himself.
Marshall, I got a question for you. This is something that I've asked the fighters on previous weeks. Yeah, I'll start with you, Genc, and then I'll have Brandon answer. Genc, you have a style that's very different from what we're used to seeing in America. I mean, it's kind of hard to describe for people watching you. And I've had people tell me personally, when you watch you fight, they're like, I don't know what I'm seeing, but he's effective. And so I think it's more of a European style. Who did you emulate as a boxer when you were growing up, and who do you think your style most closely resembles?
To be honest, when I first started boxing, I looked up a lot of Floyd Mayweather videos. And I watched a lot of Klitschko videos too. And I don't know if that had any effect on me having my hand down, but I just do what makes me comfortable, and I make sure not to get hit.
Have you always fought that way?
Yeah, I've always fought like that.
You weren't influenced at all by Joe Calzaghe?
Oh, I watched him too. Yeah.
He reminds me you remind me the most of him out of anybody I can think of. Brandon, what about you? Who did you emulate? I know you started boxing a little later. Who do you think your style is similar to?
I think my style looks like the older Klitschko brother, Vitaly. He does that right.
Yeah?
Yeah. And he doesn't get hit that much either. Well,
Yeah.
he did it. He's obviously retired. But
True, true. All right, Brandon, same question to you.
I could always fight as a kid, so me, I never really who I watch see if y'all had asked me older fighter, I'd have probably knew, but like Julio Cesar Chavez, the senior, the dad, I watched the dad, Marvin Hagler, the Hawk, I watch, it depends. It depends. It depends on what I want to fight like that day in the gym. Like I put it all together when it's time for the fight. When I come to the gym, I might want to fight like I might want to be a killer. You know what I'm saying? Or I might want to be a boxer like Andre Ward. Or I might want to be or I might want to be Mike Tyson. Or I might want to be Marvin Hagler. Or I want to sit back on the right hand like Tommy Hearns. It depends on, but when the fight, I'm just good when the fight breaks out. You feel what I'm saying? I'm good when the fight breaks out. As soon as the fight breaks out, just like the last fight, when the fight break out, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I could be walking my dog. I could be, you know what I'm saying? The fight break out, I'm straight. You feel what I'm saying? So it depends. It depends on what I'm feeling.
And I think in a boxing match, if that's the case, sometimes you got to make a fight break out.
You feel me? That's what I'm saying. It's a fight. We got our shirts off. It's people screaming and shit. Fucking the shit flying everywhere. You know what I mean? And it's a fight. So I'm good. I'm good when the fight breaks out.
That's a good answer. Brandon, I know that you got a late start in boxing.
Yeah.
What made you? What interested you in the sport of boxing?
Just cause you know, I played football real good. My mom let me get this when I was like 15. I got this tattoo right here of a football when I was like 15. My mom let me get that when I was 15, so you know I was smashing shit. So I was 15. She let me get it. So it was like when I was recruited by a lot of different colleges, Rutgers, Hofstra, James Madison University, a lot of D2 schools, some D1s, but I was recruited by a lot of these schools. So then when I had to leave, I went to Valley Forge Military Academy, and I ended up leaving. It was too much structure for me. I ended up leaving. So when I left, I messed all that up. When I left, I messed all that up. I was supposed to stay for 2 years as a junior college. I messed all that up. So I still wanted to. I felt like my only purpose is to be an athlete.
Right.
I don't have no other purpose. I'm not made for nothing else. I'm made for one thing, and that's to be an athlete. So I had aspirations of going to the NFL, and I messed all that up from going to college. So I'm like, damn, what can I do where it's solely on me to make the decisions and win? I start boxing. And I saw that I had a little punch with me. I always could fight. I was always real aggressive. So I saw I had a little punch. I was like, come on, man, let's turn pro.
That's a good answer. Genc, what was it that motivated you to start boxing?
kind of the same thing. I used to always fight growing up, middle school, high school. And then I was like, let me see if I can just do it professionally. And then my first amateur match after high school lasted 7 seconds, one punch, and he was out. So I was like, I should definitely stick to it.
And so far, so good, right?
Yep.
what can you tell us about your only loss?
First of all, I feel like I didn't lose that fight. Second of all, it is what it is. I've moved
What
on.
fight y'all talking about? Texas? The Texas fight?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll watch that one too.
I fought that fight with one arm
Okay.
because he was a little guy, and I thought I could beat him with one arm, and I did. But I didn't get the decision. I don't care.
Right.
I've bounced back against guys that would bury him. I will bury him in a rematch.
Yeah, and you have bounced back, and you got to give and much respect for that, you know. And so you know you learn from that, and you should learn not only from your wins but also from your losses.
Yep.
Brandon, what have you learned from your losses?
I learned that, you know, sometimes you gotta set your shots up. Like I come through blasting. You know what I'm saying? Because I can go. I come through blasting. I learned that, you know, you gotta take your time sometimes and let the fight break out. Just don't make it break out. Let it break out. You know what I'm saying? I learned that.
So sometimes you kick the door in instead of working your way through the door. You sometimes
Yeah. So I'm right in there. If I hear you got it, I'm coming to get it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and then again, I learned that I'm gonna keep fighting no matter what. At the same time, I'm gonna keep fighting until I don't have no more in me. Right. I learned that too. That's something that I learned. I know that's not a problem. I know I'm gonna fight until I'm dead and can't until it's over. I know I'm gonna fight to the death. That's what I know. That's what I learned.
It's great. It's look, I'm honestly looking forward once everything opens back up to this fight because styles make fights, man. You know, against you going up against some tough opposition, B-Rob, you going up against some tough opposition. And there is a question I have for both of you in regards to your trainer. B-Rob, you're older than Genc, but you have a younger trainer who's hungry and still looking to learn on the job. Genc, you're the younger man here, but you have an older trainer who's been around, who's fought for a world championship, and is a former world championship. How can each of you, and I'll let you go first, Genc, describe what it's like working with your trainer? What's it like for you, Genc, working with an old school trainer in Simon Brown?
I think it's really nice because he's been there, done that. So anything he tells me, I'm confident it's correct.
That's great. And I'm going to ask this question because on Monday, we have a segment starting with young trainers. And B-Rob's trainer is going to be on Monday, going up against another young trainer, and Greg Hackett. And so, you know, we want to just talk about that and see where the young trainers are coming from. Brandon, what's it like for you working with a young trainer like Rashad?
Having a younger trainer like Rashad is like, it's like, you know, he's into the newer generation of things that's going on because like everything evolves. Everything evolves over time. You can't stay complacent and stay with the same old traditional stuff, you know. So he's not even adapting to it. He's just coming along with all the new things that's happening, all the new things that's happening with boxing, all the different drills that helps this, all the different drills that sharpens this tool, that sharpens that tool. That's what having a younger boxer does, you know. I mean, a younger coach does. It makes different things, you know, he's acceptable to different things because he's still willing to learn the new stuff rather than just staying like, oh, all right, I'm gonna just do this work, I'm gonna do that.
No, I agree with you. I gotta say, you know, Rashad's young, he's still learning. Simon's been around forever. Simon's got a wealth of knowledge just because of what he's been through himself. But when I seen you doing pad work with Rel, B-Rob, I was like, I wonder how Rashad's going to take this. But in talking to him, everything you just explained about him makes perfect sense because he's had open arms and welcomed Real in there. And I've had some conversations with him as well. And, you know, some trainers are real hard about it. You want to bring another trainer in. You want to bring somebody else in. And some trainers like, no, I don't want to deal with that. So you got to respect that about Rashad.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like some of
whatever's best for you. Right. And that's whatever's best for his fighter, and that's what you have to respect about it. You know what I mean? And so that was good, you know. Andrew, any other questions you have?
No, I think it's been a great discussion. You know, if you have any questions from the audience that have come in for either of the fighters, it'd be a good time to ask. I don't have anything else.
I'm going to ask a couple guys real quick who are watching. Give us your views. I need to know, and I need 10 people just to tell me who you picked to win this fight. All right. So we're going to give it a few minutes and see what the fans see. And see how many people think that they're going to win the fight. I had a couple people call you out already, B-Rob. A dude named Deshaun Johnson, he says he wants every piece of you. He says he wants a piece of you. Deshaun Johnson's the one that fought
Jesse Hart
in Philly. And he hit me up saying, I want B-Rob.
Oh, man, let me get through this first, man. God, let me get through this.
So I still need to hear you guys. Who do you think? Shane Shapiro. All right, here you go. Listen to this, Genc. Shane Shapiro, who is the manager for Calvin Henderson, picks B-Rob in 5 rounds. All right.
I'm sure he picked Calvin in 5 too. And that was easy work. Oh man.
Well, you know, there's a lot of Philly guys on here, so I can't pick.
If we could do a 2-on-1 match, I could do Hot Sauce and B-Rob at the same time. Swear to God.
Oh man, I love it. Look, another guy who's a photographer, Darryl Cobb says B-Rob. Simon Carr says B-Rob. Brandon Robin. Let me see here. Trying to look at a couple of them. Wow, look, this is going to motivate you, Genc. A lot of people are picking B-Rob here, man.
Everyone picked Kevin Newman. Everyone picked Jason Bell. Everyone picked Hot Sauce. It don't matter to me. It's okay.
There you go. I love it. I'm just trying to stir things up for the fight. What else we got? I'll tell you a couple other. Here we go. Somebody else picked you, Genc, from the DMV area. Another one said Genc by KO. So another one just said, yo, it's going to be a great fight. They said B-Rob could cut in football. Okay. So the overwhelming choice is B-Rob. Okay.
Nice.
But I think I gotta be respectful there. B-Rob's got a lot more people watching, and so I think you gotta get that fan base up, Genc. You gotta tell those people in DMV they gotta start tuning in, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Don't nobody like him out there. Don't nobody like him where he from.
Did it help you that Philadelphia likes you when Calvin beat you to bits?
What'd you say?
He said,
did it help you that the Philly fans like you when Calvin beat you to bits? Like he ran you over.
What you talking about, man? I don't understand.
Both the eyes were shut. You look like a clown.
I don't understand. What you talking about?
You know what I'm talking about. Calvin ran you over.
Your Galaxy 10 is breaking up, man.
In your hometown.
Your Galaxy 10 is breaking up.
I'll tell it to your face.
All right. No. But remember where you at when you get here.
Oh, I know exactly where I'm at.
Listen.
I know exactly where I'm at. I go to foreign lands and conquer people.
Don't don't pull that shit that you pull when you home, cause you're not gonna be home.
I'm
All
gonna
that
pull anything
crazy
that
shit.
crosses. I'm gonna pull anything that crosses my mind.
Listen,
Anything.
listen. No.
Anything.
On a serious note, listen. On a serious note, because you're
If it crosses my mind,
I want you to be able to get to your car and get to your room and get back to the fight and get to the plane. I want you to be able to do all that safely. So all that
well, that's all gonna happen, bud.
all that tough shit, just leave it there. Leave it. Let's keep it boxing. You know what I mean?
I've been in Philly twice. I've been in Philly twice. Both the times are easy work.
No. Listen. You never had a Philly
You got to
fight.
be easier.
Listen, you never had a Philly fight. You fought Jamal Davis. You didn't fight a Schuler's Jamal Davis. So y'all should
And I fought Calvin in Philly.
That wasn't a Philly fight.
That wasn't a Philly fight. It was at the 2300 arena. That's Philly.
No,
dummy.
but listen, see, that's what I'm saying. You don't understand. That wasn't a Philly fight.
You and Calvin, that was
all right, listen.
What happened?
You fought Calvin from he's from Texas by way of
Philly. In Philly, dummy.
You're from the DMV area. Neither one of y'all was from Philadelphia. That wasn't a Philly fight.
Okay, but you and Calvin was Philly. What happened?
It was a good fight. It got fight of the year. That's what happened. It got fight of the year. What are you talking about? It was a good fight.
And you got stopped like a girl.
It was fight of the year.
You got stopped.
All right, and I'm gonna stop you now. Watch. No. Seriously.
I can't wait.
I wish they would have let you. I wish they would have let you grow a little bit more before you came and fuck with me, man.
I can't wait.
But listen, no. Listen, I wish you would have grew a little bit more before you came and fuck with me. But you don't sell no tickets. Don't nobody fuck with you. So you being fed to a monster.
You can't get past my jab. I promise.
Okay.
I promise.
Right.
I could beat you with one hand. I'll tie my right hand.
All right.
I swear to God, I'll beat you.
All right. We know you crazy. We know you crazy. We know you're weird.
All right. So I think let me kick.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
By saying that I was extremely excited for this fight. This was a great show that was going to happen, and if anything, this just made me more excited for when we get back to boxing. I think we're going to have a hell of an event, Marshall. What do you think?
I'm excited. Look, I wish we had boxing right now. Because this got my blood boiling. I'm telling you, look, these two guys, I love it. I love the shit. I love the shit talking. Okay, I love the way they are. I love how confident both of them are, and I'm looking forward to it, man. And look, when you have that belt and you're fighting for that belt, and that opportunity to fight for bigger and better things, I think there should be no quit in either one of them. And so. I'm looking forward to it, man. I really am. And I think what this is going to do is put their training into overdrive. I think they're going to work a little harder. They're going to work on their fundamentals differently. And I'm excited to see what it brings out. I think we're going to see a better Brandon Robinson. I think we're going to see a better Genc Pllana. I think it's just going to be great for boxing. And look, we're just starting. So we still have some time. We're hyping it up. And I'm looking forward to these two getting in the ring. And I think it's going to be a great fight. I think Genc is already flexing. Genc is tightening up already. Look, it's going to be great, and both guys, look, honestly, I got to say before we start to end this, both you guys, honestly, very respectful of each other. We got to the point where we started talking some trash, but I love it. That's what boxing's all about. But I appreciate both of you being on. I appreciate you doing what you're doing. Brandon, congratulations on your first round, your first victory here tonight on the quiz. So
yeah, give me my Andrew, you need my cash app, right?
I got your cash app.
Marshall's got it.
I got your cash app. You know what I mean? So hey, look, seriously, I appreciate both of you guys being on. This is the first time we've had two guys on that we're scheduled to fight tomorrow night.
Yeah.
So the first time we had both guys on, so I respect that. And Brandon, happy anniversary. Today,
I appreciate it.
today's Brandon's anniversary. So happy anniversary. You know what I mean?
I appreciate it.
So we appreciate that. One last thing you want to say before closing? Brandon, I'm going to give it to you since you won the first round here.
Oh, just it's always gorilla season, and I'm the Big 8. I'm coming to, we're gonna have a good fight. I ain't really want. Y'all know when I'm even around y'all, I don't even talk this much. I'm in the house comfortable. That's what I'm talking. But when I'm around y'all, I don't really talk this much. But I'm just looking forward to a good fight, man. I like the fight. Honestly, I'm looking forward to a good fight. I'm trained, keeping everything and layers to my game as we speak. You know what I'm saying? And I just want the best. I want the best Pllana. I want him to. I wish him a safe and good camp so he can come out and be at his best. I want the best Pllana.
Yeah, that's great. Good respect, man. All right. Genc, on you, brother. Last closing words.
I think Brandon is a great fighter, to be honest. He obviously has power, and I think it's going to be a really good fight. And I personally can't wait.
That's respect. Hey, look, guys, thank you. Andrew, I'm going to let you close out.
Like I said, I mean, I was psyched for this fight, when we signed it up. I just can't wait till we get back. This is probably the fight I'm most excited to see right now on our roster of fights. So tonight just made it even better, man. And I hope the fans, that tuned in and watched, remember this. Remember these guys. They're both confident. They're both tremendous fighters. They've gone through a lot in the last couple of years, shown themselves to be great fighters, to deserve a shot at something like the WBA, NABA title. The winner is going to end up in the world ranking. So I can't wait for this fight, and I hope when we finally happens, man, we got the 2300 arena rocking.
No, it definitely is. The 2300 definitely gonna be rocking because B-Rod fighting in there. It's definitely gonna be rocking. It's going to be a Philly fight. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a Philly fight.
It's going to be great, man. It's going to be real good. I'm excited. I can't wait till they let us back in. We got to get back to boxing, guys. I hope, hey, real quick, I'm going to ask one more question. Genc, what are you doing to stay in shape right now during this time?
I'm running every day, and I'm also doing bag work.
All right, so that's. I know you can't go into your own personal gym. From when I talked to your trainer, he said it's closed down. So
I have bags at the house, so
that's good. And B-Rob, I know you've been working. I've seen.
I've been. I run the streets of Philadelphia barefoot. I'm climbing up the side of buildings.
A real 8.
Real. You know it.
Look, I know you and I got this heavy bag competition going on, so we're going to talk more about that off this segment. But we're going to put in those rounds of that heavy bag. I saw that work you were putting.
Man, I can't keep up with you, man.
You motivated me, man. You were working that day.
I can't keep up with you, man. You got it. You won.
Come on. Nah, but I only did 10 rounds. I didn't get no pad work. So if I had pad work, I probably did 2 rounds on that heavy bag. You know what I mean? So, but hey, guys, seriously, thanks for joining us. Have a blessed day, and take care of yourself. And we'll be talking to you soon. B-Rob, I got your cash app.
All right, for sure.
All right, fellas.
All right,
All right, it was fun.
all right.